Welcome to Revolutionary Ideas, an introduction to legal and political philosophy. My name is Alex Guerrero, and I'm a professor at the University of Pennsylvania. This is the first segment of the first unit of the course. So this is segment 1.0 of unit number 1. You can get a fuller sense of what the course will cover by going to the home page for the class. I'll begin in this segment with a basic outline of the course. In this course, we will begin by asking the question, why should we have a state? Why should we have any legal or political institutions at all? We will consider 4 families of answers, answers that concentrate on the importance of the state's role in bringing about happiness or welfare, justice, equality, and freedom. Answering these questions will provide us with a lot of the basic background concepts of legal and political philosophy, concepts that have been developed over thousands of years. At that point, we will turn to a different, more practical set of questions. How should we think of our political community? Should it have borders? How fluid or open should they be? How should the political institutions operate? How should we choose our political officials? Should we have what's called a representative democracy or what's called a direct democracy, where each person in the political community gets to vote on each law or policy directly? If we have representatives, should they be chosen by election or, as I'll argue, by lottery? Should we have a constitution? Why would a state want a constitution? If we have one, what should go in it? Finally, we'll ask questions about what should happen when things go wrong. What should we do if people break the law? Should we punish them? How? Maybe more importantly, why? Note that all of these questions are framed as questions about what we should do or how we should set things up. These are what philosophers call normative or moral questions. Questions not just about how things are, but about how they ought to be. Legal and political philosophy help us to think about not just what our legal and political institutions are currently like, but also about what they might be like, and about what they should be like. That's the point of this class. Along the way, you'll learn about the views of important philosophers: Aristotle, Plato, Thomas Hobbes, Jeremy Bentham, Immanuel Kant, Mary Wollstonecraft, John Stuart Mill, José Martí, Robert Nozick, Frantz Fanon, John Rawls, Ronald Dworkin, Amartya Sen, Kwame Anthony Appiah, Martha Nussbaum, and many others. It'd be possible to spend a whole course on the work of each of these philosophers. We won't have the opportunity for that, unfortunately, but I hope to spark an interest in their work and the work of others, and to situate their work in a broader context. Even more than that, though, I hope to get you excited about philosophy. Not just philosophy as a fun thing to think about in one's spare time, although it can be that, but also as a way of helping to make sense of the world and to improve that world. In this case, the legal and political world. You will have a number of smaller assignments along the way, but the main assignment is both simple and, in its way, revolutionary. To have you imagine and design what you take to be the best political system, and to defend your choices using philosophical arguments. But that's a bit down the road. A few more things I want to stress here at the beginning. First, this is a philosophy class. I'm not at all interested in convincing you of the one right set of answers to any of the questions that we will consider. You might sometimes get a sense of what I think, but I'm more interested in getting you to think about what you think about these issues. The philosopher Philippa Foot has said, "You ask a philosopher a question, and after he or she has talked for a bit, you don't understand your question anymore." In a similar spirit, Ludwig Wittgenstein said that science builds a house with bricks, which, once laid, are not touched again. Philosophy tidies a room and so has to handle things many times. The essence of its procedure is that it starts with a mess. We don't mind being hazy so long as the haze gradually clears. So, my hope is that this course will help get you to think critically and clearly about the legal and political world. I don't care as much about convincing you of any one view or ideology. And things might get a bit messy, a bit hazy, before they become entirely clear. A second thing about the class. Philosophy is very much something that's still going on, and something going on all around the world. I'm from the United States and have been educated in the United States, but we'll read work by philosophers, men and women, from around the world, past and present. And although I have an American law degree and know the United States legal system and political system best, we'll discuss a wide range of legal and political systems, again, from all around the world. This is a truly international class. There are students enrolled from over 150 different countries. I look forward to hearing from all of you and engaging with some of your questions as the course progresses. I hope you will join us for this introduction to legal and political philosophy.